All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith in truth, in sincerity, and wholeheartedly. And shalom to the Aqua, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. And it's going to get worse and worse till it get better. And a lot of people is going to have a rude awakening. So, at the end of the day, it's all about edification. But we still have to come out here, whether on the highways and byways or even doing a sit down, and tell you what's the straightforward truth. So, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon you, and his glory shall be upon you. See, this is good news for the ones who know the Lord, the ones who put in their good foot forward in the ways of the Lord. But to everybody else, gross darkness is coming to you. Family, friends, it don't matter. So I want to look up this word darkness. I'm going to look up darkness and gross darkness. So chashak, when you go to the root word, and it says to become dark, grow dark, but the one that I want to get is where is it at? Oh, there we go. Slakia. Be hidden. See, it's going to be a lot of perplexity coming to the earth. And perplexity means to not knowing which way to turn and to be without resources. So that's what's going to cover the earth. All right. And the next word I'm going to get is gross darkness. Because see, when the prophets come off the prophets come off the streets and the internet is shut down, this man make a wicked decree that the First Amendment ain't what the First Amendment used to be. So the prophets is shut down. Ain't no more free speech. That's when people gonna want to inquire. But it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be hidden. You had time to, matter of fact, you got access, a lot of access to this truth. Because the Lord is in control. This is his show. And we are at the end. We are at the end. So that's why it's videos upon videos upon videos every day to your fingertips. If you are trying to find out the truth, but you're not. Talk about the people that's in darkness. So the truth is hidden. All right. So now I want to get gross darkness. And that is Ira Paul. And I never looked up this word. I'm going to go to the root word, say Irop. Nope, that's not what I need. Stick to Ira Paul. So it's a cloud heavy or dark cloud, darkness, gross darkness, thick darkness. Go down here, gloom, gross thick darkness cloud. So really don't say nothing, but all it's going to do is get worse. And the main reason why it's going to get worse, let's get Matthews real quick. Because it's no fear of the Lord in the world. Only from the believers. So it said, and because iniquity, what is iniquity? Sin. And iniquity is sin upon sin. So you live in a world where the fear of God is not the focal point of people's lives. So people do what the hell they want to do. And they go after their own heart. So if a man be like, you know what? I want to rob something today. That's what he gonna do. The Lord is allowing this to happen. You will appreciate righteousness. But a lot of people ain't gonna appreciate it until it's too late. So, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So that's where the gross darkness is going to come upon the earth. Because as we continue, as these days continue, iniquity and more iniquity is going to continue to abound, and people already don't got a conscience. Like when you watch videos of people getting killed. You got people who really just sit around and video record a man with his head blown off on the ground. Like people don't even have like, oh my God, like I can't believe this. Like people are just like, oh well, another one. So imagine in the days that come, when you go to 2nd Ezra 16, it talks about being 10 left in the city and you yearning to hear another man's voice. That's how bad it's gonna get. But everybody think it's a game, so people want to talk about we're fear mongering but Second Corinthians 5:11 said we persuade men by fear, the terror of the Lord. Why? Because you got to come to that judgment. See, everybody do. So in 13, but he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Why would Yahweh say that? Because you're gonna have to go through some things, and to receive the kingdom, to receive everlasting life, to receive everlasting joy, this is the fight that we have to go through. When you go back to Isaiah 60:2, it said, but the glory shall shine upon you. All right. The people who have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord gonna protect you in these times. But guess what? If you are a martyr or a man who's going to be able to see all of this happen, because there's gonna be some of us who ain't gonna taste death, as the scripture says. You're gonna see a lot of things, man, but the Lord's gonna protect you. And 14, it say, in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then the end shall come. And that's why these prophecies is speeding up, because the word have reached to the ends of the earth. That's why you have camps in Australia, camps in Asia, camps in Africa, on the other side of the world, camps in the UK. So this word have reached to the ends of the earth, and now it's time for the Lord to speed up these prophecies. So gross darkness is going to cover the earth because iniquity is going to abound. And people are already heartless. So how much more, especially when it ain't no food? People don't think about that. People think that you're going to continue to keep on walking into the store and filling your damn mouth. That's what people think. So I think it's a little less than 2 weeks or a little over 2 weeks that diesel is going to run out. And a lot of people don't even understand what that's going to entail. Diesel is very important because that's how you get all your goods. That's how you get coal, to heat up your house. If you have one of those old furnaces, most houses do. Most people don't have new houses. And then everything is going to be on a standstill when the 18-wheelers is not wheeling in all the goods. Guess what? The trains that bring in products, manufacturing is going to be done. Heating and cooling is going to be done. Like, a lot of people don't understand. And guess what? Iniquity is going to continue to abound. The love of many is going to continue to wax cold, because in that time it's going to be the survival of the fittest, and it ain't going to be, oh, that's my homeboy. That's my girl right there. If your homeboy got some food and you don't, because we talking about people who are not under the umbrella of the Lord, because the Lord said he's going to feed his. So for the ones who don't have the Lord, don't know the Lord, don't even care about knowing the Lord, your homeboy who you kick it with all the time, who you smoke weed with, who you sleep with harlots with, guess what? You probably gonna eat him. Cannibalism is coming back. It's in the scriptures. So is it 20? No, I want to say 25. Luke 21:25. So yep, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon. And how ironic, it's supposed to be a blood moon tomorrow. So I'm wondering what that's going to entail. And and tomorrow is the voting shit. Forgot what it's called, midterms. So yeah, we're gonna see, man. That's very, very ironic how the blood moon is on the day of the midterms. So it said, and upon the earth the stresses of nations with perplexity in the sea and the waves roaring. So I want to look up perplexity, which I already said. But just in case you don't believe me, what perplexity mean? So the state of one who is in perplexity. Let's get the root word. See? To be without resources. Why it ain't allowing me to highlight it? There we go. To be without resources. To be in straits, which is a position of difficulty. To be left wanting, which is lacking. To be embarrassed, because guess what? You didn't take heed to the prophets. And I actually never read that part. I always went to, to be without resources, to be in straits, to be left wanting. But to be embarrassed. Proverbs 26:12 said, you see a man wise in his own conceits, there is more hope of a fool than of him. Because you got a lot of people who's going to be embarrassed because they put their trust in their money. They put their trust in their education. And guess what? I'm going to continue to sound like a broken record because the message don't change. And this is real. People really put their trust in their job, their money, their credentials, in another man, or a man in a woman. So everything that you put your trust in, as it say in Revelation 18:17, in 1 hour, this shit gonna be gone. But yeah, to be embarrassed, like, so all the times that you walk past the prophets, if you have a prophet that's actually your family member, and all the times that he told you what was about to go down, and you said, yeah, that sounds cool and all, but I'm gonna continue to live my life, you're gonna be embarrassed. You're gonna be calling that man. All right. And you're gonna be asking questions. But guess what? At that time, it's gonna be too late. You better hope the Lord have mercy upon you, because that's what it's all about. The man of the Lord can't save you. He can save his wife and his family, though. If you ain't under his umbrella in his household, as the scripture said, believe on Yahushua, and you and your household should be saved. He ain't say family. That's in Acts 17:31. So it says, man's heart's failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. That's the gross darkness, a lawless society, the survival of the fittest, the love of many waxing cold. And guess what? While that's happening, World War III is going to be happening. By this time, the Charagma is going to be here. And then missiles is going to fall. And then the elect is going to be beamed up. And you actually going to see that. Lord willing, I'm part of that. All right. So it says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with great glory. And that's a big ass chariot that's going to cover up the whole earth, beaming up the elect from the four corners of the earth. And when these things, see how I love when the Bible speaks like that, like, and it shall come to pass. And it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. All right. And redemption is going into salvation. So guess what? This is the world that you are heading into. It's already gross darkness. It's going to continue to grow more dark. It's going to be a lot of people out here who only going to care about themselves because they ain't going to have no choice. Matter of fact, let me end it on. Let me end it on this. So it said, for because of their pride, and what comes before pride? Destruction. For because of their pride, that city shall be troubled, that houses shall be destroyed, men shall be afraid. This is the gross darkness that's going to cover the earth. And a man should have no pity upon his neighbor, because his heart is turned cold because of iniquity. But shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what's going to cause men's heart to fail. That's what's going to cause perplexity. It's going to be all hell out here. And if you ain't under the umbrella of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, death unto you. Shalom.